Well, hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. As always, just never know when someone's going to catch these live videos and want to kind of cover all three. You could be a brunch, so good brunch. So, let's start today, as always, with a quote. Today's quote is, "The aim of life is to live, and to live means to be aware, joyously, drunkenly, serenely, and divinely aware." Henry Miller. So, today I wanted to talk on ways to help you control or reprogram your subconscious mind. Now, many of you may know, many of you may not, that I work directly in human behavior analysis through DISC assessments, but I also study NLP, or neuro-linguistic programming. And so that just means on a deeper level, we can actually control how we think and act, even if it is in our subconscious. Now, of course, it takes a lot of effort and time to reprogram us, all right? But it can actually be done. So I've got, I don't know, 5 or 6 pages of notes. So what I'm going to do is kind of just dive into the first 5, maybe 6 of these to get you on a path to help you understand that you can ultimately control how you subconsciously do things, all right, and make you aware. So here's another quote for you. "Whatever we plant in our subconscious mind and nourish with repetition and emotion will one day become a reality." Earl Nightingale. You see, the subconscious mind is a powerful secondary system that runs everything in your life. Learning how to stimulate the communication between the conscious and subconscious minds is a powerful tool on the way to success, happiness, and riches. And when I talk about riches, I'm not just talking about monetary, but your life can be rich. The subconscious mind is a data bank for absolutely everything, which is not in your conscious mind. It stores your beliefs, your previous experiences, your memories, your skills. Everything that you have seen, done, or thought is also there. The communication between the subconscious and the conscious mind is bidirectional. Every time when you have an idea or an emotion, a memory or an image from the past, this is a subconscious mind communicating to your conscious mind. The communication is, in other words, it's not so trivial and is achieved using the principle of autosuggestion. So, number 1, be willing to see the unchangeable change. The first step in creating massive change in your life is not actually believing that it's possible, it's being willing to see it is possible. I'm going to say that again. The first step in creating massive change in your life is not actually believing that it's possible, it's being willing to see if it is possible. You're not going to be able to jump from being a complete skeptic to wholehearted believer overnight, right? The step between those is just being open to seeing what could be possible. You could maybe try sending a few scary emails in which you proposition a client or partner for something that they do not have a reason to respond to. You might have a few dozen ignored messages, but eventually someone will respond. The point is that you're willing to see if it's possible. And that's what will change your life. Number 2, give yourself permission to be successful. Instead of regurgitating the same old narrative of believing you'll be happy once you've lost 10 pounds, or once I get that promotion, or 2 life events down the line, Your work on changing your inner monologue to, I will allow life to be good. Give yourself permission to be happy and successful and not feel guilty about it. You have a subconscious association between success being amoral or corrupt. Of course, you're not going to do what you need to live life you want to live unless you start trying. Instead, give yourself permission to step into a whole, happy, healthy, grounded, and meaningful existence. Number 3, don't allow other people's fears to cast shadows of doubt. The way people respond to news of your success will tell you how they are really doing in their lives. If you announce your engagement, people who are happy in marriages will be elated for you. People who are unhappy in marriages will warn you that it's difficult and that you should enjoy remaining time as a single individual. The point is that other people's fears are projections of their own situations. They have nothing to do with what you are or aren't capable of. So again, don't allow other people's fears to cast shadows of doubt. Number 4, surround yourself with positive reinforcement. I can tell you firsthand, this is critical. Change your morning alarm on your phone to read, "Congratulations." Simple, right? Make sure that the items that you see and touch most often bring you positivity and hopefulness. Keep an inspirational note or post-it note on your computer. Unfollow people who make you feel bad about yourself and follow those who are constantly posting motivational messages and interesting ideas. Make your news feed a place that you can catalyze your growth instead of lessening your perception of your worth. Now, as a whole, social media can be very negative, but you can put a lot of positivity in that feed, I promise you. Number 5, speak your success as it's a present fact, not a future plan. Though you shouldn't say things like, I drive a convertible or I am a CEO, if they're not in fact true. Do start speaking about what it is you want out of life in the context that you will one day pursue it, but that you are already living it. So instead of saying, I hope to do that one day, instead say, I am strategizing how to do that now. Instead of thinking, I will be happy when I'm in a different place in my life. Instead, think, I am completely capable of being happy right here, right now. Nothing is holding me back. You see the difference? Number 6, create a vision space. Being able to imagine what it is you want out of your life is absolutely essential for creating it. Because if you don't know where you're going, you won't know which way to turn first. Once you have a crystal clear image in your mind for what it is you want and how it is you want to live, you are then capable of being able to enact and create it. If you're still hazy or torn between what you want, you'll be rendered incapable of taking real, meaningful action toward anything. Whether it's an interest board or Pinterest board, a blog, a notebook, or just a board in general, put together words and images that represent what you want and how you want to live. I cannot say this enough. There have been moments in my life that I had no idea how I was going to survive to the next day, let alone a meal or where I was going to stay. But through the power of positivity, which is one of the attributes to be able to help reinforce positive thoughts, I was able to overcome quite a bit in my life. Now again, these are 6 of probably 20, 25. I implore you, take some time. If you hadn't wrote down, re-listen to this. I promise you, you can change your subconscious mind, and it will help impact how you move and go forward. But just like anything, there is work involved. It does not happen overnight. So, as always, thank you so much for listening in. Thank you for all of the feedback. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for all my friends and family. It's truly humbling. And my hopes are just to be able to help at least just one person. If I've reached at least one person through these videos, these lives, it's an immediate impact for me, as well as those lives who does an impact. Okay? So until the next time, thank you, be well, and be blessed.